Can you guys see me again, or is it still not transmitting? Let's take a look. You may be right, Kevin. It says I'm live. But it says I'm connecting over here. So who really knows? Alright, we're online there, but we're not online over here. Yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that, I don't really know what the deal with that is. Kevin, you may be right. I may have to turn that down to 2500, which it may not matter with such slow motion, but I usually transmit it my max out, or they're close to it. I usually transmit about 6,000. I'm having issues with Facebook here. It's not letting me share it. You know what? Why don't we just take a second and just remove it and then re-add it. No, it's like my channel wasn't even connected anymore. No wonder it didn't work. How peculiar. Give me 1 second here, buddy. Let me just update this title. You wouldn't think this part would be so difficult. Alright, let's kick her live and see what she does. Let's bounce back to see what you said. Is it because you played Stardew? You know, I'm not sure why. I mean, the other ones reconnected fine, so I don't think it's because of Stardew, but Facebook is most certainly not reconnecting. It says sending data, but it doesn't say going live. And I didn't think to check beforehand. Yeah, just stuck on sending data. Yeah. That's unfortunate just because I created that event and everything. Let's see here. well as red, I suppose. I dropped it down even more and it didn't make a difference. So, the hell with it. I need purple. You know, I saw another streamer was actually having technical difficulties tonight too. I wonder if it's just Facebook having issues. Sorry. Sure, that was quite loud. Her legs are left. I mean, not her legs, but her boots here are left. And then like the details, things like dry brushing, some highlights, maybe a wash, and then her base, of course. Now, her base is mostly painted. I did like the floor of it here. I just didn't do like all the other good stuff. That like the little skull that's there, and then let's see here, and the candles. So actually, we could probably let that dry for a minute and do the base. She needs a bronzer. I do want to get better at my highlights and my like tones, so that you do the highlights and you do the shadows too. And I gotta find her little base wherever it went. It's hiding. There it is. It's hiding behind my sip. So let's see here. The candles and the bone. Let's find some bone first. It's gonna be like one of my yellows here, I would think. Skeleton bone. Skeleton bone. Is she going to get a special base effect? What do you mean? Like all the environments and stuff? I don't think so. I think this is the only base. I think I'm just gonna glue her on this base right here. I don't think we're gonna do like, you know, like the trees and all that stuff, shrubbery, because she came with this little base. So I think I'll just let her stick to her own base. The back of this Nagi right here. My thumb's in the way, sorry about that. Still trying to learn how to juggle the where I need to see and where the camera's at. Oh, that was a tight spot right there. I think I'm gonna have to obscure you for some of it. So we can get it on the ground, that's not a big deal, because I can take a brush and come lightly up to it. It's a nice little calm song. Happy dreams. Might be. Maybe happy dreams. Just need another layer right there. It's a little thin right here. Good wash over this one will be good. This skull. Wash the skull and give it some texture. Some depth. It already is depth. Yeah. Make those googly eyes pop. Alright, now we gotta find a candle color, and I don't want to paint it that same color because it'll look too much alike. And then the flames, of course, the flames are gonna be tough for me. Let's see here. Let's put that one away. Black candles, huh? Guess we could. Guess we could do black candles. If that's what color you think they should be. She's creepy like that. Let's take a look here. Boy, I thought that was Nora Jones for a minute there. Too bad I can't listen to Nora. She does have a whip collection. So why did she turn into a vampire, do you think? We gotta make her, we gotta paint her Dracula too. Paint her whole coven, clan, or whatever they want to call them. Nest. She needs a boyfriend. Needs a boo thing. That's not dark enough. It's too close to the ground, especially on camera. Right, let's go for the black. I tried to go like one shade above black, but it didn't work out, so. We'll go for the jet black. Black like her soul. Well. Boop. I need very little black. Little bitty candles. Okay. I don't need her. I need the. I need this. With what I like, where I'm holding it right here. I'll try to hold it at a light where you guys can see it. But yeah, you might not be able to. Oh, my paint tray. No, you won't be able to see it with the paint tray, unfortunately. I mean, unfortunately for you, I guess, not unfortunately for me. Yeah, you gotta sacrifice something. Is it the laughs at my misfortune? Is it just better to see the paint? Misfortune sells. Great. Well, that's what I wanted. To sell my misfortune. Black candles. Interesting choice. Okay. We gotta let that dry for a minute. Unfortunately. Boom. And then what we'll do next is dry brush the whip. So let me find a flat brush. Typically you use a brush for dry brushing that you don't care about. I would say that this one probably falls into that realm here. I'm just like not caring. It's all frayed and everything. It's an old brush. It's a 2-year-old brush, I think, so. Yeah, the floor is painted already. You can tell there's the original color, and then there's that color. It's brown. But we got to dry brush the stone too, a lighter color, to give us texture. So we're gonna come to that too, and we will dry brush that before we put her on it. Basically, we got to get the base completely done before we put her on there. And we also had to have her done up to a certain point as well. Let's see here. So I want to dry brush that. So I think I did leather brown for her whip, and I think a fur brown. Yeah. The fur brown might be the way to go for the dry brushing. I mean, if we hate it, that's okay. Let's just get you out of the way till you dry. Just goodbye. Well, this brush might actually be ruined. I think this might be the one I've been using for like the varnish. It's actually like, I think that one's ruined. We'll get another brush. We also need a dry paper towel. Okay. Let's try that again. That was the fur brown. And then the different brush. This one's flat. I'll try it. It's a little frayed, it's a little messed up, but that's okay. Dry brushing doesn't really matter. The brush does need to be soft, unlike that other one, but other than that, as long as it's a straight edge, and this one's got like a straight edge at an angle. So we'll take the Deborah here and just kind of. Does it help her? Did you see her if I put that under there? Does it make it worse? Let me know. Oh, got stuck to my finger there. You can see it going on there, but not a lot, because it doesn't need to go on there a lot. Only needs to go on there a little bit. those eyes are gonna be tough. I was thinking about doing like a demonic, like yellow eyes, kind of like she's flaring up or something. Like her eyes glow like in the gargoyles or something of that nature. But I don't know for sure. Well, I don't think I have like demon eyes paint, but maybe I got something close. Witch brew, yeah. Hey, demonic yellow. I guess I could try the demonic yellow. Try to get this out at a good consistency here. There we go. Alright, we're gonna go for like glowing yellow eyes. But we'll see. Alright, let's go. Test. Test touch. She's got just like one little dot of an eye. Which means I only need like one little dot of paint. And if I mess it up, I'll be painting over her face again. No pressure. If I go over a little bit, that's not bad. I mean, it's not a huge deal. It's just when I go over a lot of it. It is a huge deal. This stuff's gonna be fun to get off here. Where we at? The paint here. It's still wet. We'll come back to that and give it another coat. Then tackle it with the ground again. So we'll do another coat. We'll let it dry. We'll come back. We'll do the ground again, and then we can do the fire after that, and then glue Deborah on. She should be about ready by then. Okay, so I got it under her eye, but just a tad. And that means I'm just going to need just a tad of paint to touch that up. Let's see here. You probably can't see your face too much. Can we get it up in the camera? it sit for a second. It seems like everything is kind of waiting on everything to dry for a minute. So let's just take a puff out of our pipe here. Take a sip. And now Facebook decided to connect, so I guess here we are. We're rocking and rolling now. So Facebook, whoever joins in there from there. If you're joining in a little late, sorry about that, but we are live and we're painting. So, you know, right now we're in the middle of letting it dry on the base and Deborah, so I'm just gonna give it a second here. Feel free to chat in the meantime. Let's see here. How's that fire looking? Or candles, I should say. Candles could use another coat, I think. Methinks. There's 2 wicks and 2 flames. And then the floor again, of course, we have the paint. Those 2 little nubs right there are wicks. And then 2 flames, of course. So we have some black right here. Ooh, got some paint on it. Alright, Deborah, you gotta get the hell out of here. Just give it a nice another coat here. Cover up maybe some of the gaps we might have missed. It's a little light on the backside especially. There's a gap right there, look at that. And we're not trying to glob it on, we're just trying to get it everywhere, you know, just like that. Just fill in the cracks, and then these little small places right here on the ground, we're gonna cover up, and we're gonna dry brush. Never get another over there. Probably. Probably never another over there. Who knows? Maybe you will. There we go. All right. That gets another few minutes. Seems as though we need to refocus the camera. So let's do that here. There we go. Kick something. Whoops. This one's nice. Nice little melody to it. God, this purple won't stay on to save my life. So there's techniques you can do to have the light hit a certain way and it really bring out the color here. I am not good at that, to be honest, and I'd like to be. And you know, if I'm gonna stream for you guys, I probably should get good at it, but I'm just not there yet. So maybe we can work on that together. Maybe you'll see my skill grow over the next year, and we'll spend a little more time on minis together. So I got some texture on there. You know, I'm not really a fan of the texture that I got going on here, to be honest. On the I think I'm going to dirty it up more. Maybe I should go with the darker texture on the whip. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna dirty it up. So instead of being like a, you know, wear, just like dirty it up. Try this monster brown. Let's try that. There we go. Looks like it actually looks like some layers now. Before it didn't quite look like that. Now it does though. I don't know how well you can see it there, but it gives it more of a tone in person. It's the face, it's going to be the hard thing now. Face is always the hardest part. The face is the bane of every miniature painter's existence. Is the face. My bristles are all frayed now for some reason. Is it this one I've been using? Oh, it's because I'm using the wrong brush. I knew that. So I guess we can like act like the light is hitting her on this side, maybe. Like, I know a lot of miniature painters do like a 45-degree angle, like a on top down. But we're gonna go for the maybe to the right. That seems like a way. So that's the case, right? And I don't usually do this, so we'll do it together. I'm not really a fan of this song right here. I don't really like that much. So, let's see. So it's coming from the side, right? That's the light. God bless. That is hard. Okay. We're hitting that side, coming this way. And a good trick to do it is take a flashlight and see where the shadows hit. So, for instance, let's try it with the handy dandy cell phone. Right, so we hit it from the side. Just tell me, Deborah. So like right there. So if I'm hitting Deborah right there, it's like she's like, maybe she really wouldn't be standing out a window. She'd really be like this. If anything, if we're gonna shadow her, it'd really be top down. I guess maybe from like lights, or maybe there's candles on the side of her. There's a lot of candles on the side of her. That's what it is. Because I kind of want to go this angle. So, oh, you know what? Tell you what I could do right there. Too bad I don't have a stand for this light. But the other light doesn't give off shadows quite the same. It does a little bit. I think I'm just going to highlight it from the right to the left. It doesn't got to be perfect. And then maybe we'll work on a bigger mini. That's what we'll do. We'll hit it with the light on a bigger mini to get our practice in on our highlights together. So we'll go from right to left, or from my right to left. So actually, what we can do, right, is we can paint her whole side like that. So let's... Right. We'll highlight the whole side. It's like I know a lot of these techniques in principle, but I don't do them all the time. So usually I just paint them to be tabletop ready. No highlighting techniques needed for tabletop. Why I'm trying to get fancy right now, I don't know. Okay, so lights hitting me, right? Lights hitting me. Lights probably hit me on the forehead too. Right. Actually, looks like when I do a light test right there, looks like only like this little bit of cleavage right here gets it. So only that little bit right there gets it, and then the rest gets a shadow. And I have shadow. We do have shadow paint. Speaking of shadow, let's find it. Empiric shadow. Sorry, I had to sneeze real quick. Okay, let's try a little bit of shadow, see what we can get here. So the shadow would be, I think, right in here. Much darker on this side. And then, of course, come right here. I already saw that was the case. And then I saw with the test there, like half her face right here is actually shadowed. Unfortunately, half of our stream was mired with technical difficulties tonight, but I might try a different PC and see if that helps tomorrow. Or not tomorrow. tomorrow, but Wednesday. Well, Wednesday we'll be playing a game, so maybe not. Maybe this weekend or something. If we stream some more. I think this will be our last paint session for the week. I feel like that's a lot of paint. Get it on the hair there. I might be able to get it off really quick before it dries. No such luck. That's okay, that's red brick. There's a shadow on her lip that's not, or like a spot where there is no shadow on her lip. It's very evident. Ugh, 2 spots now. Jeez. Killing me, Smalls. Okay. So it's obviously right here. Butterfingers. Hitting them from the light here. We'll take the highlight, which is this one right here, and then we're going to paint her highlights. Where the light would hit. out of this arm right here. That's for sure. Up until a certain point, probably. It's my first time trying to do these little shadows like this, so if they suck, which I think they do, you know why. Trying to jump on maybe some Dota tomorrow. Or, God, I keep thinking tomorrow's Wednesday. Huh. I wish it was Wednesday, don't you? Gardening season is coming up, and we have our garden that we got to prepare over the weekends. We just moved into this house in April, and we have to get the ground ready. We have to rake it all up, and there's already like a little plot where we can plant at, so we're trying to get that ready, so we don't have to like build anything new or anything, but we do need to kind of like grade the land or till it and get it ready. And then we're going to do planter boxes and plant a bunch of stuff in those planter boxes. So we got to buy the wood for the planter boxes and get that stuff ready. We're looking for red brick. So that's where the weekends are going. Which should be fun come autumn or fall when we can reap those benefits of our garden. There's a little spot right there I missed apparently. But it's going to be a lot of hard work until then. I think the hardest part is tilling the ground and building the planter boxes. After that, it shouldn't be too difficult, I don't think. Let's see if we can stand up and find my red brick. And we did. The reason we gotta find the red brick is because her hair is red brick. And there's a couple places I just touched a little bit with when I was doing the shadowing. Shadowing didn't come out too bad. It's not terribly noticeable, so that's okay. We'll have to work on that together. We will. We will work on that together. There's a little strand of hair. I didn't want to touch anything else. She's got two little ears poking out. Let's see if I can get those without having to redo everything. Excuse me. you guys can see those little ears poking out. Looks like you can see the shadow off of them. Yeah, that was too hard. So there's that one. This one's pretty small. Yeah, we'll let that dry for a minute. Oof. Looks like that violet red could use a touch-up right here on the back too. Right there in the cape. That's her lower back. There we go. Okay. Well, there's that, so I'll let her settle for a minute. And we'll pick this back up. And see if we can do the wicks. The wicks should be like a nice white, I think. It's gonna be tough and let's get it on anything else. Well, there's one wick. Gotta hit it with the black again. Where's my lighter at? We got flames to do, so what's the best representation of a flame is that. Brighter at the top, but I guess it's gas, so it has that blue. Could I do that light blue at the bottom? What is a candle? How does a candle burn? Let's look up a candle burning real quick. Like a bright yellow in the middle and maybe like a Let's fix that black real quick. What up, Kev? What's the there we go? Because it's working now? You know, it all just started working at once, actually. It's kind of weird. I don't know, man. I think this computer just can't handle the multiple tabs or something, which is an i7, but it is an older i7, so I'm not trying to kick out too much juice. I might try my work laptop and see if that one works any better. No, I dropped it to 4,000, but I was at 6,000, so, you know. I usually stream at 6,000, and seems to be holding on right here on the laptop. But we made some progress with Deborah here. I gotta touch her ears up again. Oh, they're painted. Did you ever tell your brother you were chatting with me in the stream and such? Or help me out with the stream, for that matter? There's like a little dab right there that shouldn't be white. That's good. What did he what did he say about it, just out of curiosity? Just probably trying to figure out why the hell we would do this. He's like, nobody wants to watch y'all. God damn it. I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't do it either. That's why I stream and not watch. Another thing is, like, I didn't see any streamers out there that I liked their style or wanted to watch. So I was like, look, I'll try it, see how it goes. And I actually kind of enjoy it. Just I don't know about the attention because I don't have a whole lot of followers in here and things like that. But I don't know, it's something. It's something to do, and it keeps me painting. It keeps me, playing the games I want to play and stuff like that. So. That way I can tell the missus, oh, I gotta stream, so I gotta go play games. Dang. No, she doesn't care. Let's see here. I think I want to put some red on her mouth. I got this effect of glistening blood. And maybe like true red. Just dragon red. Shooty does the. Is that an effect? No. So we got a garden coming up pretty soon. I think I saw him like on the main page or something like that, like smaller communities maybe or something of that nature. Only thing is, right now there's a ton of streamers out there. I think some of them are gonna kind of. I think the number of like streamers will die down once COVID settles down, whenever that is. Adult streamers, that is. There might still be more like kid streamers and stuff like that. I don't know how old you gotta be to stream on Twitch, but I feel like I see a lot of kids. I think a lot of people are streaming right now because of the work from home stuff. But like, say for me today, I went in the office, so not an issue. She's out of focus. Sorry about that. The camera's on like a bouncing arm, so it's hard to get it to simmer down. All right. We want crusted sore. What else do I got? Oh yeah, glistening blood. Yeah, it's a fun hobby, I think. It's pretty cool to see, like, some family I wouldn't have necessarily seen or stuff like that have popped in here from time to time too, because I'm streaming to Facebook as well, so that's cool. Come on, dang, too dry. I don't know jack squat about cars though. So when I saw that stream, I just kind of was like, oh, guy's streaming cars. But I just kept moving along. Trying to give her like a glistening blood look to her. Come on, Deborah, you need it on your body here. How's that look? I think I just put it out of focus, but yeah. Word, brother. I don't know how much longer we got, but we got a little while. Hope to see you again. Tell the missus I said hello, and tell Brian I said hello as well. Hope to hang out with you in person soon, not just on Twitch. Maybe you guys come over to see the house sometime. All of you. Since I bought a house since the last time I saw you guys. Oh yeah, I like the way the blood stuff is kind of looking. If I can get a stream of it though, is what I want. Let's see here. We don't want a lot of blood, we just want a little bit of blood. You know what I want to do is see if I can make it like a blood drop right there at the elbow. I wonder if I could do that. Sorry about that. I hit the mic. I don't know how good that actually looks, but I think it looks cool. She's a vampire after all. Looks pretty good, I think. Deborah really is trying to shape up here. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. I need to get some more sip, because you can't see my clear glass. Sip. And some more sweet tea. And then we'll be right back to keep painting. See you in a minute. Hey, we're back. Okay, so letting things dry. Got some more sip to sip on, and then what we need to do here is do the fire. Maybe hit this with a wash right here. Give it some texture. Actually, let's see what we can do with the wash real quick. We'll let that dry while we hit the fire. And then, so we got some washes. Here's a red tone. I really just think we need like a dark tone though. Yeah. Washes are kind of tough on the wet thing here. Wet plate or whatever the hell it's called. And most of the time you actually don't want it to pull, but I don't think right here it really matters. Because I'm just trying to give it some like extra texture. See how you couldn't see those little crevices and stuff before, and now you can. I think that's kind of really just all I'm going for. Can I see those extra indentions here? There's supposed to be like eyeballs in the skull from like the 3D model online, but I don't think I'm gonna paint that. I just don't care to do those little eyes. And I don't think anybody's gonna notice, to be honest. TBH. Alright, that's one step closer to being done with that. We have Kitsune down here now. Chewing on a little bone. Being good for the time being. Kitsune. So, I gotta get like a flame yellow. And I don't know what color that's really supposed to be. I got fire lizard and phoenix flames, maybe? I mean, that's pretty fire, right? So, back to the garden. I keep trying to talk about. The garden, something we're going to start kind of really right away. I mean, we've already started planting some little flowers. I can't tell you what the flowers are called because that's a Katie thing. But, and you feel free to ask her in the chat when she's streaming solo or when we're together sometime this week. We're supposed to play Little Nightmares. Maybe we'll play Little Nightmares this Wednesday. We'll see. So, yeah, so we got that, kind of started already, and we're trying to work on a little more. So we got to build these planter boxes, and these planter boxes I think are going to take. Katie's like, oh, they're only going to take 2 hours. No. I think we're doing 5 planter boxes, and they're like 6 feet wide. Well, granted, I guess the entire size of them doesn't really make that big a difference because, it's just a cut. It's just a one board. But it's not like you have to build it to 6 feet. Just one board 6 foot, the other one 6 foot. But there's a chunk of fire. I just think it's going to take way longer than she thinks. So we'll see. One stream, I'll keep you guys updated on how long it took us to build those. I think we'll start building them pretty soon. I don't know that we'll build them this weekend. I think this weekend we're going to try and till the ground and make it level. It's got like a lot of holes and stuff where like water has run and over time, because it used to be a garden at one point in time and it was somebody's garden, but no, it's not. Kitsune doesn't really want to lay down. We may take another break to send her upstairs. Just because she's hard to watch during the stream. If she doesn't lay down here again. Oh, she ran off. Kitsune, lay down, girl. Good girl. Well, she's sad, but that's close enough for the moment. Those flames don't quite look like I want them to. We'll see in a minute, though. We'll let it dry, and we'll come back to them and try to do another coat. The skull looks well enough. Kizune, lay down. She thinks she's gonna get treats or something tonight. You don't get treats after you eat the kitty food. She tried to run when I caught her too, and she couldn't follow fast enough. Kitsune, come, girl. Looks like there's like a little bit of too much brown right there. She might be mad at me too for locking her up after she ate that kitty food. If anybody should be mad at anybody, it's me mad at her. Think she's gonna like pull the computer down. Okay, you got your Kong that you're gonna chew on, but it's got no treats in it. There's a little bitty spot right here that I don't know that you actually be able to see it on the camera. It's too tiny, but there's a spot that needs to have some red right there. Doesn't quite have it. There we go. No, ma'am. No socks for you. Thank you. Pair of socks over there she wanted to eat. Puppies and their challenges of training. Overall, I think she's pretty close. I would like to glue her down at some point soon. Let's see how we're doing on the fire. Still wet. But I wish we could do the dark stone now. Kitsune, come on. Whew, stressing me out. We might actually take a break here in a second, take her up. just painting over where we kind of bled over too much at. Just sitting down on the other side of the room staring at me. I think she thinks I'm going to give her a treat. She came over next to me. Lay down, Kitsune. That is one we're working on. She doesn't quite got that one down yet. She's got sit down pretty good. Whether it's coming in from the potty or trying to get a treat with sit. Kitsune. No, ma'am. You want a pet? As of right now, I'm not liking these flames. Phoenix flames my ass. I don't look like no damn flames. Kitsune. She wants to explore. She must have woke up from a nap or something that's bored. Alright, so the time is rapidly approaching, in which we take Deborah and we set her right here. And at that place, we need to make sure that her boots are good with black. What's up, girl? I'm getting licked. that's dark stone, not black. Come here. You want to say hello to everybody on the stream? You seem like you want something. Is it pets or? Oh God, a bump. You're gonna get bonked on, bro. What up? What's up, bro? Say hello. Hello. I know she's keying out there, but she's very sweet. Look at that belly. Look at that belly. Oh yeah. Oh. Not the face. That's how you spread the germs. You're getting heavy. Heavier than you were, anyways. Alright, we'll take a quick break, put her up. She's a little too active tonight to be down here, so we'll be right back. Okay. That's that. A little distracting. So we can deal with the flames on the base here. Well, oh, I almost forgot a key part. Dry brushing the base. Guys, you're killing me here. Let's try this. Oh, dry brush is, this part of the dry brush is so crucial to the base looking right. Let's see here. Perfect. Little brush that I use just for this. Just for dry brushing. We'll set Deborah off to the side over here. And then we're going to use a gray, I guess, to kind of give it a stone look. That one feels heavy. It must be full. Yeah, I know that sounded great on the mic, didn't it? Oh, sorry, I clicked you again too. All kinds of coordinated tonight. Alright, you see how I got all this kind of like extra gray on here, there, that big glob like it's actually painting. We don't want it to actually paint, we want it to barely paint and then give it give it a go. And you can see how it's kind of bringing out the texture in it right there. If we get it on the candle, that's okay. We can just touch the candle up with some black again. Not a huge deal. And I know I just hit the camera, so sorry about that if you're bouncing around. Look at that. Night and day where it was. So now, of course, you got to touch up that black we were just talking about. And so, just take a little bit of paint, take all that excess off there, I just stuck it in. You know, just give the old once over, the old what for. Same thing here. Actually, I kind of like the way it looks, but the color's too similar. It gave the paint, it gave the candle some good texture. I wonder if I could get the candle some other kind of texture though, like some other color. Maybe like a different color, like the necromancer's cloak color or something. Apparently I touched the flame with the black too, that was good. It's okay, I didn't have to go over that 12 more times or anything. So that gave that quite a bit of texture. Of course, Facebook's giving me problems. It only gives me problems on this computer. So I don't know what its deal is, but it is what it is. It's a pain in the ass is what it is. Okay. Let's see here. We need more of that Phoenix color. Phoenix Flames as it was. flesh, elven flesh. I have this like lava orange. I wonder if that'll look okay with a fire. Who knows? Not me. I mean, who's the one painting over here? Actually does seem to look better than this Phoenix Fire BS. Apparently candles are something I need to work on. Or fire specifically. Because I am not liking how these candles are turning out. Candles are by far the worst part of this paint job so far. Alright, so what we want to do now is dry brush the spikes to give them that sheen here. Now, I know we got a little bit of metal on them already, but it's not quite the same as what the dry brush is going to do. And I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it, but it does make a huge difference when you dry brush it. So back to this brush. This little frayed brush I have here. We're going to dip it. Get most of it off. Push this to the side for now. Dang, I touched it. That sucks. It's okay, we'll touch it up. We'll just get these all looking nice and good. And we'll touch up the whip. Okay, we're gonna do. Oh my Lanta, I'm hitting everything. Let's see if that works okay for me. Hopefully you guys can still hear me just the same. I had to raise it because I kept hitting it. And I'm sure it doesn't sound great on your guys' side. Alright, leather brown. Keep hitting that too. Okay. Do Okay, the flames don't look as bad as I thought once they're outside the magnifying glass and scope of the camera. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll set that right there, and then we gotta hit it with a varnish to keep everything in its place, and that'll really be it for this mini. Gonna be done for here for now, and tomorrow we'll pick up video games and go from there on that one. I don't know what we're gonna play. Little Nightmares, maybe? Katie needs to finish. I mean, I guess Katie and I both need to finish Little Nightmares, but the new one comes out in a few weeks, so we're trying to finish that. God, no pressure to get it on straight. Alright guys, Deborah's mounted, she's on. I keep hitting that freaking magnifying glass. Yeah, let's hit her with the varnish and call it a night. Oh, let's put the super glue cap back on, that'll be good too, right? Super glue cap back on. Maybe next one we'll do like a bigger mini. I have some bigger minis that'll be really fun. I have like a giant. I'd actually like to hear from some people like what they'd like to see next. Bigger minis, smaller minis. I'm gonna have a little tiny mouse. It's teeny tiny. Objects. I got some objects we can turn, like terrain and things like that. Dragons. I got a couple dragons that could be painted. A lot of giants. I actually want to run the giant campaign. I thought I wanted to run the giant campaign. And then the Icewind Dale campaign came out, and I know more about Icewind Dale than any other regions, and that's according, that's because of Dritz, which I actually just fought a new Dritz statue, so that was nice too. But we'll see what we do. We might do another bigger mini to do it. Start off slow because we can work on those highlights. Let's hit him with some varnish. We're going to do the anti-shine varnish. Shake well. Let the varnish, and then we'll hit it with this varnish brush. Kind of go to light coating. And it's just to keep it from chipping and such. And like being, whisked away. I really feel like this brush alone is just gonna scratch it up. Not too much of it on here, just enough to give it a light coating. You don't want to glob it on there and cover up details or pool up on your paint and pull up like a white layer, or like a white glob. And you can't see anything I'm doing, so that's also great. So it really just goes on like a clear liquid. It isn't like not chip, but it definitely helps it. It stinks too, though. Ugh. That's what I was worried about. So instead of it, taking paint off, it took Deborah off. I always called it Dolores. And that was the paint. It took off the paint of her shoes. So what I'll do is I'll try to paint her exactly back right there. Or paint her, Jesus. Glue her right back where she was. And so I'll get the super glue back out. Maybe I shouldn't have painted her feet so many times. So just a dab of super glue and a dab of Deborah. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19. Okay, she looks like she's holding. I'm trying to dab some of this super glue up that pulled around her. Otherwise, I'm going to try and paint it. And super glue turns that like awful white color. So hopefully it doesn't turn white. So she's on there. She's basically done here. I mean, there's always more you could do, especially me. There's always more I could do with it. Always improve it. Always get better with your skill. Always get better with your painting and your techniques. But that's kind of where we're at the moment. That's where I'm at skill-wise. But hopefully, as we keep doing this together, I'll get better. And I have this holder for most minis that, can hold them, and you could paint with it like this. And we'll readjust the mount to accommodate that in the future. But yeah, I'll upload the Discord pictures so we can see her in, up closer through the magnifying glass. You'll actually see what I see if you go to the Discord. The link for the Discord is on Facebook and on Twitch. Twitch is a link. You'll have to copy and paste the link in Facebook though. So I don't know how to post links in there yet. Working on it. Getting there. We'll get there eventually. Facebook's not quite as intuitive. Things aren't all make sense where they're at. Not for me, anyways. I think we're gonna call it a night right there, though. I think we're good. It is almost 11 o'clock, so regardless of where we're at, whether we should call it a night right there. I have this one real quick that I started. I think I gave it a light coat of white. A little mage. This one actually might be worth doing together. And probably could do this one in like one stream, because this one's got like almost like no details other than like a little bit of flesh and some hair. And I could probably, unless we get crazy with like the bottom of the robe there. Let's get that line. We could do some stuff like that with the bottom of it. But I mean, really, we could probably do this one in like one sitting. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we'll do that next Mini Monday. But we will see you again at 8 o'clock on Wednesday, hopefully for some Little Nightmares. And Katie and I will be playing, so that'll be fun. And so you'll hear her scream. so it won't be quite as calm. And actually tonight was probably the worst we've had as far as like technical difficulties go. But we toned it down, and I may even drop it down some more since there's so little that we need to have as far as like, you know, the refresh, the bits upload per second. We'll see how it goes. If you tuned in, I appreciate you tuning in. You can follow me on the Murphy's Play at the Murphy's Play on Facebook and Twitch and YouTube if you're so inclined. However, it is just the streams on YouTube. We don't have like a other channel here or other content on there. Anyway, we hope to see you next time on Wednesday. Thank you.